This is an off the...
Hey everybody, Doug.
Greg.
And this is Mike.
And we are the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast, part of the Off the Tongue Podcast Network. And who else might be on the Off the Tongue Podcast Network, you might ask? Well, you got the Greener Grass Podcast. We got Teach a Dummy, Skate Ohio, the original Copycats, and Pint Pals Podcast. So make sure to check all them out and give us a listen as well. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show. We've got a jam-packed show for you today, I think. I think today we got a Would You Rather, or maybe 4 Would You Rather questions. We're going to talk about Halloween or Summerween, or what is Summerween? Are there seasons anymore? I think everything just rolls together.
Is there Springween?
Maybe. Winterween?
Winterween?
Fallween? I don't know. And then we're going to, we got a little bit of an addendum to some of the fair talk we had in a previous episode. We're going to talk a little more about that.
Just hit on the festivals just a little bit.
Hit on the festivals. Well, I think Mike had one thing up front, and then we will jump right in. So, Mike, fire away.
Well, last week we talked about the Walmart radio.
Walmart radio.
Did you get a job as a DJ at one this week?
Radio. No, I'm not big enough of a name to get on there yet, but I'm hoping that we can maybe one day have the It's Funny podcast.
I'm not lying. Ooh. I would do that. I think it would be fun.
Be the Walmart
the
DJ?
Walmart DJ.
So I looked up a little bit about Walmart radio. And if you go to the WalmartWorld.com, they've got the radio section on there. So I just wanted to point out a few things from the WalmartRadio.com.
Okay. Didn't know anything about it, so this is good. I'm learning.
Well, I Googled just out of curiosity, and this is what I found. First off, it gives you a line to request a song or give a shout-out on there. So you can do that. You can request your songs and give a shout-out.
Wow.
And right off the bat, they give their first little intro paragraph. Since the early 1990s, we've been broadcasting in stores to millions of U.S. associates and customers. Today, we're heard online and in stores. Okay, so I hear the in stores part. I'm not sure about online. I don't go to Walmart online.
Well, I've got a Pandora station.
For Walmart Radio?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, here's the other part. Okay, so we've got the stores. We're also heard in clubs and offices.
Club?
Really?
Hey, guys.
Are they
it's
like
lit on a Friday night. We're pumping Walmart Radio. Yeah.
Walmart Radio. Yeah, I love this station.
And then they say in offices. What office outside of Walmart headquarters is listening to Walmart Radio?
You never know. Oops, sorry.
How can that?
Sorry, my music is playing.
Greg's trying to tune into Walmart Radio.
Yes, I'm trying to do it right now.
I don't understand what office would be, if you're at like Apple headquarters or something.
Well, thanks, Greg. Now I've got Loverboy in my head. Now I'm going to have to listen to that when we're done with the podcast.
Well, hey, Doug, you should
I'll make a request.
Call and request.
Thanks, Mike. I will do that.
Okay, so then they talk about...
how will they know when to play it? I mean, if I make the request, I'd like to hear it. So I'd like them to play it when I'm going to be at Walmart. I wonder if I can put a time?
I don't know, ideally. Yeah, I'm looking at about Tuesday morning. I'm going to be there. It's like, I don't know.
Between 9 and 10.
I'll have to try that
Can you give me a
sometime.
shout out?
So then they go on to talk about, they've got some new entertainment. So they've got their schedule here. So it starts off with the Chris Show live on Monday through Friday from 6 to 8 a.m. So the Chris Show, he's bringing you all the early morning Walmart radio deals.
Do they do traffic and stuff?
Yes.
The Walmart copter?
Parking lot aisle section A2. That's,
we got a loose shopping cart.
Yeah.
They have a cart corral that's
that
completely
moron.
full in lot B.
That moron didn't put his cart back in the corral.
Yeah. You can only imagine how that goes.
Yes.
And then from 8 to 10 a.m., they have sensory hours, which I wasn't sure what that was. But apparently during sensory hours, I looked that up too, they dim the lights and they project static images on the TVs and walls, and there's no radio from 8 to 10 a.m. I didn't know that.
No.
I think it's for people with sensory issues, like certain children or people that have...
But what time was it?
That was from
10
8 to 10 a.m. So you got that. So there's no Walmart radio from 8 to 10 a.m. Then you hop into the music, and then you get the Bo Show live at the Bo Show. And then it just kind of keeps going on. I like the time slot here. The 1 to 3 a.m. Walmart World Overnight. So I might have to go at 1 a.m. sometime just so I can hear the overnight show.
The smooth sounds
We talk about
of
maybe
the
the
overnight.
aliens and the cryptids or whatever at Walmart. And I think that would be fun. So I don't know. But then they go ahead and they talk about their DJs. They've got 3 DJs. So they talk about them, they highlight them. But I don't know. There's a little bit more info about Walmart World Radio. I'm more interested. I wonder. I got to go to a club sometime that is pumping the Walmart Radio.
Oh, you know that club's kicking. If they got Walmart radio going.
Does Walmart have clubs?
Sam's Club. Maybe it's Sam's
Maybe
Club.
it's
I think we figured it out.
They got a dance floor.
Yeah, there's a section.
See, we're Costco people, so I feel like I need, if that's going on, Costco
I think
needs
we're
to up
missing
their
something.
game.
Yeah,
We
I
need
think we're missing
Costco
something.
radio.
Costco radio. Yeah,
There's like an executive membership at Sam's Club. You have to scroll a pass. To
yeah.
get in, and
To get to the
Velvet
secret,
rope.
to get to the secret room.
bouncers outside. No, sir. So anyway,
See your card. You're not at that level. Sorry. You're not at the VIP level.
now it might be tough though to go between the hours of 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. because there's sensory hours. So you might just have to pantomime some dance.
You
or
might
something
have to.
Can we tune the Walmart radio station in our car radios?
One day.
Friday night, be out, cruising. I might
One
want to
day,
jam
Greg.
the Walmart radio.
We'll be there one day. I can only hope. So anyway, that's Walmart
You
Radio.
got a road trip, you're throwing on Walmart radio.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're everywhere you go.
Well, you can count the Walmarts as you pass. So,
Yeah. So there's like one national or like 3 national DJs.
Yeah.
Okay, so not one per store.
No.
He's not
The
sitting.
multiple
He's not
DJ.
sitting in a booth up in the corner.
I like to think that, though. I
I
like
do
to think
too.
they're up there
I do too.
watching and just calling stuff out for
Yeah.
us.
Well, yeah.
Well, they could work security while they're doing
Yeah.
the radio show. They could have the cameras and just they could be watching all the theft going on.
I think they should play music according to what happens, something. I don't know how they
Yeah.
something breaks, something with broken heart in it or something. You got to put some theme music
Yeah.
to whatever they're playing.
Yeah.
Or if they have specials, you got to go with the music for the specials. Like we have a special on purses or whatever. We're doing, trying to move some purses today, and he'd play like Papa's got a brand new bag, ding,
Yeah,
ding, something
yeah.
like that. You got to throw some theme music.
They
in
could do
there.
traffic reports every once in a while. We got a snarl in aisle 3.
Yep, yep.
The pickup customer carts are
Yeah.
jammed up with.
They're moving like a herd today.
Yes.
Well, anyway,
the
there's just
Walmart copter flying by.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
drone.
drone.
It just flies around inside
I like the Wacky Breakfast Club too, where they're like prank calling people in the Walmart.
in Walmart. Yeah.
You go to scan it. Oh, sorry. Price check.
It's like got the music going on.
Or they could just have
Sounds like-
phones around the store where the people could call in to the DJs too.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm in the lingerie section. I'd like to make a request for my boyfriend.
I don't like
Oh
that.
gosh, that's when it starts to fall off the rails.
Yeah, it got sad real
Walmart
quick.
World was okay until that point. But
Yeah. You took it too
the
far.
Walmart lingerie section. I've never seen camouflage lingerie before.
Well, it's camouflage, Greg.
True.
You know what? There may be a lot of women that would like that, so they can. Their husbands can't find them. They put the camouflage. Poof. They just be real still. Where'd she go?
What would it be though? It'd be like paneling. I can't see her against the wall.
Pile of dirty clothes. And it's just regular stuff. What happened? Yeah, I like it. All right. Was that all you had? Or?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, let's get into Would You Rathers. We have, I've got 4 of them here, so we'll just go through. And some of these we're going to have to kind of hash out some guidelines. Or to them. So, but the first one I read, I thought this is interesting. We've had similar, but not to this extent. Would you rather have an abnormally big toe or an abnormally big ear? And so let's say I think if you're going big toe, it's got to be like cartoonishly large where you can't wear a shoe.
Or you've got to have specially made shoes.
I think you can't cover your ear. So I think your toe has to be,
Stocking cap.
I think your toe has to be, I think you have to have like a flip flop type thing where you got this giant toe. And I don't know, does it make a difference if it's your big toe? What if it's not your big? Let's say it's just a random toe. Let's say you have a giant pinky toe. To me, that's more off-putting than the giant, at least the big toe.
Because the big toe's already big.
Yeah, but if you got like a giant pinky toe, that's like, what the? Yeah. But
Maybe a giant big toe and a real
it's just,
teeny
I
pinky
think
toe.
it's just one toe. I don't think you get to match them up. So there's no asymmetry going here. So you have like both of your big toes. I think you just got one giant toe or one giant ear. Now, this is going to be tough because I wear glasses, and if you got a giant ear.
Yeah, your glasses are going to be like
I'm going to
that.
have to go contacts. Or what if you have an earbud? You know, you got earbuds in. How are you going to do an earbud with the giant ear? Or the canned but
those
headset.
won't fit over your ear.
No, you stuff one up in your ear. So there we are. That's the first scenario.
I go first here. To me, this one's. I think this one's.
I know where mine's going, but I think.
Well,
I have a guess, but
I want to go one way, but I'm actually going to go with the giant toe.
Whoa! See, I figured you hate feet.
I absolutely hate feet. But here's the thing: I don't want a giant ear. I'm thinking
no one wants a
Nobody
giant ear.
wants a giant
yeah, that's
ear.
right. I'm thinking of all the things that can go wrong with my ear. I'm thinking it's going to be an inconvenience with the toe because I'm going to stub it probably all the time on everything. And it's going to be weird, and I hate feet. But you know what? I don't want things around my giant ear because the giant ears, I'm assuming I'm going to have a giant ear canal and
bugs flying.
I don't know. Or people like coming up behind me and like yanking on my ear or whatever. I don't know. Or people are going to step on my giant toe probably. The ear to me is more off-putting than
Or it could be a giant middle toe. So you got like two little toes on each side and it's one giant toe sticking straight out the top.
But it'll have to have a little base to get out past the other toes. So it's going to go little and then.
Yeah, it's going to be giant. It's going to be awkward.
Yeah,
that threw me.
I'm sitting here right now. I've got glasses on, like Doug said. I'm wearing a hat. I'm not going to be accomplishing any of those two things anymore with it. And the earbuds, I have my earbuds in, not all the time, but frequently. When I listen to Walmart radio, obviously.
Well, yeah.
So I can't go with the ear, and I'm kind of paranoid about bugs or whatever. Losing a Q-tip in my giant ear. I don't know.
You're trying to dig in there with it and draw it. Whoop, it's in there.
What if you get a hangnail on your giant toenail?
Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to be bad.
And Doug said you can't wear shoes, so winter's time is going to be a pain.
It's going to be rough. But you know what? At least I can wear my hat, my glasses.
It's going to be a pain to be on a giant ear outside, too.
Yeah.
Frostbite. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sticking with the toe, and I hate it, but I'm going with the toe. It's more inconvenient to me for the ear than the toe.
Go ahead.
I am going to go ear. I'm not a big feet guy, but my thought is I'm going to take that, and we didn't hash this out, so this may not be the case, or it may. I'm going to think, I think I will have better hearing. I think I'm going to be able to hear much better, so at least I will have some use out of that. I have some use out of that. With a giant toe, it's just going to be in my way. I'm not going to be able to get around very well.
What if the big ear develops a ring?
That's going to be terrible.
It's like a gong.
Doug's going to be at his next concert.
Yeah.
I got tinnitus.
I'm not going to be able to handle it.
But there again, if I have good hearing at the concert, I can get nosebleed. I'll be able to hear really well. I don't have to sit up close.
Is it going to?
It'll be lopsided. I cannot hear anything.
To turn my head like an owl.
Is it going to produce the ear-sized wax?
Well, I think it's just a normal body function of whatever that is. Yeah.
So if, like Mike was saying, if the canal is huge that goes to the big ear, you're probably going to have like gobs.
Of course, you're going to have to cut your toenail with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good.
Yeah.
These are always.
You have one of those industrial paper cutters. Just
all of these would you rathers, they're no wins. There's not a good answer.
It's the personal, lesser of two evils.
For
basically.
you.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm sticking with ear and the hopes that maybe I'll be able to hear better, but I might not. And then if I go deaf, I'll have to get a giant hearing aid.
They'll just put one of those giant Bluetooth speakers in your ear.
I would like that. You can just set it in there, turn it on. I'm still going giant ear.
I went ear as well.
Wow.
Kind of for the same reason. I was thinking, man, if that's going to benefit my hearing, especially getting older, it's like, man, if that's going to help hearing.
Of course, getting older, the hair in that ear is going to be like
a mower.
it's going to be like an afro coming out of the side of your head. It's not going to be good. That's going to be
They'll
bad.
have little like stems on them. Like,
Oh,
We'll need to have like a weed whacker. Get all that out of there. Not
and
good.
as far as the hat goes, I might get an extra hat for my ear, just to put it on the
I'll just
ear.
get a cutout. I'm just going to lean into the big ear. I'm the big ear dude.
The other problem I
Who
can
has
see,
2 thumbs and a giant ear? This guy.
the other problem I see with an ear, if you're a side sleeper,
Now, I am
that could be a
side
little bit of a
sleeper.
problem depending which side your big ears.
Or you can fold it over just like you got a pillow with you all the time. And you just got this big old cushy pillow
Fold it
of
and
your
tuck
ear.
it into the canal.
The bottom, the lobe is all squishy. You know, you can push it up.
Yeah.
It's kind of grossing
Maybe.
me out. I don't, yeah, these aren't happening, but I would still stay. I'm staying here.
You got a big target if somebody wants to flick your ear.
You
They
do.
Walk by,
You
pop.
do.
But I'm going ear. I don't want the big toe.
Okay.
I think about stubbing it. It's just,
that would be brutal.
it's going to be bad. I'm hoping I can adjust the big toe.
and I think about driving. I think of the inconvenience of it being in the way.
And we don't know if it's your left or right. We're just going to say it's going to be a random.
Yeah,
And the same
it'll be
with
random.
your ears. It's
Yeah.
boom. It's just
Yeah.
going to happen. So you don't know. It's just going to
What
happen.
happened to my ear?
All right. Number 2. Would you rather have to wear a bib every time you eat, just like a baby's bib with the little thing, and okay, or always drink from a sippy cup? You go to the bar, you go to wherever, you got the sippy cup.
I'll go first
I like
this
a
time.
7 and 7. Here comes the sippy cup.
I'm going
Spielberg.
bib.
You're going bib.
Yeah, I think, that could be beneficial.
Could be.
I, drop stuff on my shirt every
Yeah,
once in
but
a while.
it's got to be like a baby thing.
Not a red, not a lobster bib.
Not a lobster bib. It's
No.
going to be obnoxious
It's
and
going to
horrible.
be frilly at the
Yeah,
bottom.
the little roundish thing.
Yeah.
The little pocket to catch all the food.
Yeah, to
in
catch
there.
all the food.
It's got to be like comically babyish.
Yeah.
Because you're going with the sippy cup on the other side.
Yeah, and that's comically babyish. You can't hide the sippy cup. So it's got to be,
Yeah,
and it's
'cause-
got to be you get there and you got to put it on and have somebody tie it for you, and yeah.
Yeah, and the sippy cup. Well, what's the baby part of a sippy cup? What?
It's a sippy cup.
Well, I know, but okay,
But it'll have like
it's got
little
a
teddy
it's got
bears or something.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Teddy
gonna have
bears.
cartoons or SpongeBob or whatever. It's gonna have something. You won't get to pick. It'll just be some random. You reach into the random baby box and pull it out.
Your
Same with the bib.
your wife's got to fill it for you.
Same with the bib. Maybe sometimes the bib has got like footballs and basketballs on it. Like, oh,
Maybe,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you
and
get
then
the good
sometimes
one.
it's got, My Little Pony, or it's pink and frilly. And it's like, well, I don't know if that's where I'm
Mommy's
going today.
big boy.
Yeah. Any of those. Anything. It could just be, it's going to be random. You got a bag or a box that you got to reach in and pull one out. So,
I'm still going bib. I think there's some benefits to it. I think keeping my clothes clean, get stuff in my beard or mustache, I can wipe it off with it. So I'm going beard. Beard. I said beard.
I didn't know that was an option.
Beard, baby. All right.
You want to go or?
I'm also going to go with the bib. I mean, it's going to be very embarrassing. I'm imagining even
Especially with your big toe sticking out.
yeah, at least I'll be able to get it on my head. I won't have to
True.
get it around my ear. But I'm imagining even just our little snack or something at home. Hold on, I got to get my bib. But I don't want the sippy cup. I don't want the sippy. I mean, maybe if I spilled my drinks all the time, I would maybe consider the sippy cup. But I feel like you'd be
Even
taking.
though a lot of us drink out of water bottles that kind of look like sippy cups.
I just feel like you'll be taken. Well, I don't know. You're not gonna be taken seriously either way.
No. Well, yeah, you're sitting there with a
But-
beard. I am stuck on beard.
It's a bib.
Bib.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with a bib because I'm hoping, like what Greg said, eventually maybe if I spill some bite of food, it's gonna hit the bib. Even though it'll be like right here to me because it'll be so small. I don't know.
Okay.
And you're only wearing the bib at dinner time or meal time.
Yeah,
Meal
and same
time.
with the drink. It's only when you're going to drink something, then you. But anytime you eat, You got to throw the bib on.
I'm just imagining.
So I think if you eat snacks, because anytime you drink, you got to use the.
Yeah.
I'm thinking anytime you're eating, you got to throw on the bib first, and then eat.
I'm just imagining you're at like a wedding or something. Cheers, cheers. You guys used to become ding ding.
Well, I imagine you go to a business dinner
Business
and you got to
luncheon.
throw your bib on or drink from this. There's not again. These are no win. They're not going to win.
I'm hoping that with the bib, I'll just pull your strategy from the last time, Doug. I'm just going to lean into it.
Yep. You got your sippy cup in your console of your car, so when you're driving around.
Yeah.
See, I'm going sippy cup. I'm going sippy cup. I thought I'll just do it and kind of like you said, I just own it. Like, come here often, just flip it up. And, what you drinking? Like
Milk.
apple juice. Got some apple juice going here. It's nice, really good. I like it.
I imagine the sippy cups gives you like 3 drinks. 3
And
adult
sometimes I'm
drinks.
imagining the sippy cup is going to be the one with the rounded bottom that kind of like a Weeble wobble with the 2 handles.
Got a bell on the top.
Yeah.
Bing, bing, bing.
Pick it up, go. Just go with it. I'm going sippy cup. All right. Third one. This is a little more practical. So, would you rather work longer hours and fewer days or shorter hours and more days? So kind of like, a 3-day work week or a 5-day work week, but you're going to work longer hours on those 3 days.
So I think we have to put a number out there. If we do the 40-hour week, so then how are we going to branch
5
that out?
8s
Like,
or 3.
so if you work shorter,
4 10s
are we
or-
talking about, like something like that?
Yeah, 4 10s or 3 12s or 13s or whatever. Yeah, something you're
Yeah.
going to break it up into you're still going to have to work your 40.
Right.
But the only thing it said was longer hours, fewer days. I think a lot of this too, and we don't know, and I don't know if we want to keep it random. Do I get to pick what 3 days, or is it like how sometimes you're on 3, you're off 2, you're on. So some days I'm going to have to work over the weekend, those 3 days, or will I always get I think that makes it more
In the interest
interesting.
of fairness, I would
I
say
think
I
if
vote
you
for
work the
that.
5 days, you have your regular 5 days. But if it's the 3 days, that can shift around, and you may have to pull your 3 days are Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Because if you do the shorter days, you're going to wind up into the weekend. Because you said,
I think if you keep the shorter hours, 5 days, I think
only 5 days.
I think
so you couldn't do like 6.
Well, I think we could.
Fours or
Let's say-
whatever it is.
Yeah, let's say you.
5, 6, 6s.
All right, let's say you can do that then.
Or if you want to work all 7 days and you work whatever that works out to.
Sure, let's do that.
7,
So 2 20-hour
5,
days.
7, 6s.
That's a little brutal.
It's like 7 5.5.
Yeah,
or
7,
something.
5 and a half
quarter.
days.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
I like the
I know which way
concept.
I'm going to go anyway.
I like the concept of the shorter days, but the thing, if we're going to do it where the shorter days are going to start rotating around where I could lose my weekends, I got to think about that for a minute. I like having my weekends off. I don't want to work.
Yeah. So the 5 8s are still on the table.
Let's say the 5 8s are still, that would be your standard. Or like you said, you could do 6 or 7 if you wanted to, but the 5 would be Monday through Friday. I think that would be fair. Where if you back it off, let's say that one could shift around a little bit and get you into the weekend. You want me to go? Did I go first?
You didn't know you haven't
All
yet.
right. Now, I love the thought of 4 10s or even 3 and 12s or whatever they're going to be, 3 13s or whatever. Having said all that, I'm sticking with my 5 8s. If my options are my days off might eat into my weekend. I just don't want them going into the weekend. Only because I'm assuming my wife is still going to be off those times. So what am I going to do with a Tuesday and a Wednesday? That's okay. Whoopie doo. So I got, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, but my wife's working. I'm sticking with the 5 8s. Now, if I could choose and keep it, where my
Monday
weekends are
through
off,
Thursday,
then I'm
or-
going shorter days. 4 10s easy. That's not even a hard decision. But since I don't know that, I'm going to stick with my 5 rather than just taking the crapshoot, because with the other one, I know I will lose a weekend from time to time. I guess you're going to have to decide how many weekends you're going to lose, or would you want to lose. But for me, I'm going to go 5s. and not be happy about it. I want to go the short way, but I can't risk my weekends. So I'm doing the 5 days. That's where I'm at.
All right. So I actually did a number of summers ago. I did 3 14-hour days. And, of course, they were set. It was Monday through Wednesday. And then I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That would be
awesome.
That would be awesome.
It was awful.
The days working would
The days
suck.
got really bad because it was like 6 hours of driving, and then I had 8 hours of work. So, and that was like me getting up at like 3 a.m. and getting home at like 6 something. I mean, so it was rough. So it's like I've kind of had that firsthand experience, and for that reason, I'm sticking with the 5/8. I think ideally I would maybe go with the 4/10s, but the thought of having like a random Tuesday or then a random Saturday, and then it's like I don't want to play with that.
That's my concern.
So I'll just keep it as it is. I would love to get that. Have the 4 days working, 3 days off. I'd love that, but if they can't guarantee me consecutive days on a weekend, it's kind of the deal breaker for me.
Yep.
So I'm out.
I was going 4/10s as well, so we added that stipulation. I got to stick to my 5.
And the reason I add that is I want to try to split the rule.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it. Otherwise, it's too easy because I'm like, yeah, we'll do 4/10s. I get Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Beautiful. But I think if you work fewer days, I think we got to throw in a little bit of discomfort where I don't know. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but go right ahead.
No, I got to stick to my 5/8 because the weekends, I mean, I'm fairly, I have commitments on the weekends I like to do and things like that I don't want to be working all around that.
See, I thought you might go shorter days even with that. You were the one.
I really want to.
You were the one that.
So here's the thing.
Sorry.
On that point, I don't want to be the guy who like adds a 6th a day to make myself work a few hours less each day.
Not at all.
You absolutely can't be going that way.
No.
So it's pretty obvious to me. It's like I gotta stick kind of in that middle.
Yeah, I worked retail for 13 years where we had rotating schedules.
I hate it.
And it was you can't
plan to do
anything.
No.
It's like, well, you could because we had a fairly set schedule as far as 1 week was these hours, 1 week was more these hours, but it still made it really hard to plan things. So I got to stick to the stability. So I wanted to split the room, but can't do it.
Yeah. I think the moral of the story here is we all want 4 10-hour days.
Yes.
That would be perfect.
4 Monday
Friday, Saturday,
through
Sunday
Thursday.
off. That would be great. That's what I want. All right.
Even in a pinch, I would take the Monday off. I mean, in a pinch, I'd work the Friday.
Yeah.
But
I'd rather have Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
But
and I would like my hours to be 6 to 4.
Yes. I'm with you. Okay. The last one. Just a second here. Let me get a drink. Sorry about that. All right. The last one. Would you rather wear the same thong for a month? So you have to wear a thong, and it's the same one. You can't change it unless say there's no washing it or nothing. This is your thong 1 month. You got to wear the thong. Or
Greg's like, count me in.
when do we start? Or a stranger's dirty boxers for 1 week. And by dirty, let's just say he's wore the boxers. He just takes them off and hands them to you. Now let's say that I'm going to say that like he's not like taking a dump in them or anything like that, but he's warm. Let's say it's a construction guy, been on the job all day. He gets off, boom, hands them. You got to wear those for a week, or you got to get a clean pair of thong underwear that you put on, but you don't get to wash it and you're wearing that thong for a month.
Well, it's back to me first. I'm the lucky guy who gets to go first twice this segment. And this is easy for me. This is easier than the big toe. The minute that Doug said stranger, it automatically made me go option A. That's the one word in there that made me go option A.
That's 3 more weeks.
It's 3 weeks, but you know what? It's my thong.
And your germs and your
it's
everything.
mine. And I'm going to customize my thong because it's my thong. It's not Billy Joe's.
Good luck getting it on over your giant toe.
It's gone.
Yeah, I might have to work that one out, but it's
You can have it match up with your bib.
well. Once I get it, yeah. Once I get it on, hey, it's staying on
It
for a
is
while.
staying on.
So I'm taking my thong. Mine.
See, I feel the same way.
This is my thong. This is
It's the month.
How long is the boxers?
A week.
A week.
1 week.
And he's worn them for
One day. Let's say he wore them for a day. But it's like, he's not just like, putting them on and lounging around the house. He's working. There's not.
You know what? I'm going with his. I'm going the boxers.
Greg. You did not just make. That
I did
choice.
say that.
No, you did.
I
not.
did. One day,
Oh,
I'll deodorize those things as best I can.
well, hold on. Wait, we're not prepping. You can't prep them.
No prepping. You just
No, you
just-
gotta
Well,
take them
I'll prep
as
myself.
it is. Well, I was like, hold on, we can't manicure the boxers.
Yeah, you can shower up before you put them on.
Yeah.
But then you get them on. That's like, and now
A
you're
week.
on. You're on for a week.
Oh, that's so gross.
I agree.
See, I'm
But just
struggling.
think about that thong rammed up between your
a
legs
month.
for a month. The same one.
That's not going to be good. It's going to be brutal. And let's say it's August.
neither is good.
The month is August.
Neither
Fair
is
enough.
good. Neither is good.
No, there isn't a good one.
You can tell me January. I'm still gonna pick
well,
my
January
thong.
would be a little better.
Oh,
I
you'll be
think.
picking your thong, all right.
Yeah, but at least I'm not picking something else out of somebody else's
But
boxers.
these are boxers. They're loose. They're not tight against the skin.
shoved up inside of crevices and nooks
Yeah.
and crannies and no.
You can tell yourself that all you want, but okay, Doug, you answer this question very carefully.
I haven't answered mine yet, so go ahead.
No, you answer very carefully. Go ahead.
No, did you have a question?
No, I'm just
Oh.
waiting to see your response here.
See, I want to pick the boxers for a week.
I know
really
it's
do,
not-
only because it's a week.
1 week
But I can't. I got to go thong with the same
Okay.
thing, and I hate myself
For a
it.
month.
If I try to be honest. If I'm being honest, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be horrible. This is an awful, awful situation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
want to
didn't
wear
say I
a
like it.
thong for a
Ooh, I'm
month, even
happy.
if I got to wash it every day. I don't want to wear a thong at all.
Period.
But if
We
I-
had to wear our jock straps in gym class. I remember what those felt like. It's like
but they didn't go up the side. They was off to the
there was
side.
still uncomfortableness
Well, I
with
didn't
them.
say I
And
would
they're
like them, but-
they're similar enough that it's like,
We never wore a jock in gym class.
we had to.
No.
Yeah,
I didn't.
we had to.
All right. Well,
I was
Mike,
just getting ready to say
go
because
ahead.
Doug had the gripe. You had the gripe one time about the people touching the boxers, and those were clean in a box. So I was going to say, if you took the boxers, I was like, no, you can't be doing it.
He's not being consistent.
I said I try to be consistent. There's a part of me sometimes
You answered
with
correctly.
the time. If the time is enough, where I'm like, I could maybe get past
1
it.
week.
Now, the original Would You Rather said you had to wear the boxers for 2 weeks. And I thought that's too easy. Because then it's like, well, you're getting close to the month. You're not saving a lot for
Yeah.
a month. But I thought, let's bring it down to 1 week.
Yeah,
Let's
because if
say-
you had said originally 2 weeks, I probably would have gone with thong.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, let's say you had to wear the boxers for 3 days or the thong.
No, I'm taking the thong.
See, 3 days, I think I would have went boxer. 3 days. I would. It would be horrible, but I'd like. That's 3 days, and I'd have to go with that. And then I could just take the
Then I can be back to my
shower
regular
where I'm laid up
undies.
in the bottom of the shower and crying.
Yeah.
So no, but as it is, thong all day. My thong. All right. Anything else before we move on?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's talk Summerween. What is Summerween? I
I
didn't
think
know.
that's what happens when you put on somebody else's boxers. Or you got your thong on for a month.
I have my thong on for a month. It's Summerween.
So now I got Summerween.
There's a spray for that gets you. It helps you out.
Oh,
Jeez. Okay, so it says holiday superfans aren't waiting for October 31st to roll around this year. They've ignited a new party trend. And it's already dominating Pinterest, DIY idea boards, and TikTok's For You page. Hashtag For You page. One of the first Summerween videos to go viral was posted by creator Bonnie Barton. And she shared a 14-second clip of her Halloween party in early July. So what it is adults are wanting to have a party for Halloween and have people over and dress up, and it's not
wearing each other's boxers.
I don't,
Hopefully there's not that.
but they're celebrating Halloween.
Whoever celebrates Halloween that way, hey, teach their own.
That's right. They're celebrating it in the summer, and they're calling it Summerween. So it said it was a warm summer night. She threw on a witch hat, long black dress, strung up jack-o'-lantern, piñata, tossed a skeleton into her kiddie pool, grilled up some pumpkin-shaped cheese. They're just round. They're just a cheeseburger. I don't know. I wouldn't call it pumpkin-shaped. And poured herself a glass of fizzing orange Fanta. So
in her sippy cup.
It would. So they have this whole
you have
this
to
whole
have
thing.
Walmart radio. It's not a party without the Walmart
That's right.
radio.
It says nothing about celebrating summer Halloween feels unnatural to the holiday's biggest fans. In fact, shoppers are already stocking up on Halloween decor.
They're morons.
They are morons. But this woman, she posted several things. They went to the Home Depot. They bought the 12-foot skeleton, which
yes.
is huge. You know, people they get the black and orange lights. They do the whole thing. They decorate it all up just like it's Halloween. Have people over, have a big party, dress up in costumes.
Do they trick or treat?
Yeah.
I think this is adults only. It's an adult party.
Well, they could trick or treat.
Maybe. I think it means something else. If you go to the adult party and trick or treat. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I got a rock.
I bet you did. Jeez. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Barton shared links to her decor on her Amazon storefront. Her favorites include a 5-foot 4-inch skeleton, a pumpkin brim tree, and a remote-controlled floating Harry Potter candle. Unsurprisingly, Amazon has been embracing Summerween.
Of course they have.
Shopping trends for years. The site's Summerween section is already stocked with sultry tank tops, tattoos, string lights, and more outdoor decor. So I get why retail stores like this.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
They want to sell whatever they can do to sell it. They're all in.
And they've already got the Halloween stuff out by then. So
this is all true.
Basically.
This is all true. My big complaint with this is there's no seasons for anything anymore. I'm not a fan of when they do Christmas in July. It's like, I love Christmas. I love it at Christmas time.
Yeah. Not July.
No, I don't want it. You're flipping through the channels and you see Hallmark and it's like, why is there a Christmas show? Oh, it's Christmas in July. And they just play Christmas shows all the time.
And it's Hallmark.
Yeah. It's like, why don't we just have everything all the time then? Why do we have a time for anything anymore? Let's just forget it. Valentine's Day is just whenever you want it. It could be every day or it might not be any day. It could be, we'll have Thanksgiving in March. We'll just do whatever we want.
Yeah. I'm having Springmas.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like it. And for another thing, there's no anticipation. There's no waiting for anything anymore. It's like, well, I like having Halloween parties. I want to have it. I'm just going to have it now. Instead, and now here we go. Let me put on my old man cap. Man, when I was a kid. No. But when we were younger, there was that I loved, who didn't love Halloween? You loved Halloween, but it's like, oh, you got to wait. And then around October, you'd start seeing a few Halloween decorations. You're like, ooh, all right. Maybe at school they play the spooky Halloween record. I know
on Walmart
that's
Radio,
really
I know they do.
Walmart Radio's already doing. They're all about Summerween. But there's no anticipation. And, you'd wait and it's like, oh, I know in October they're going to start playing some of the Halloween cartoons. Well, now you can just, you got on demand. You don't have to wait. They don't even play any specials on TV. You just get your app, hit the button, and play it whenever you want.
Charlie Brown will be playing baseball instead of football.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That was just my gripe. I saw that. I'm like, Summerween?
I just hate it when they do when they call it Summerween. It just grates at me because it's like It's not Summerween. That's a stupid word.
Just have a costume party if you want to dress up. We're having a costume party.
A costume party. Have a beach party in your pool. That's more appropriate for summer. I mean, it's not Summerween.
No,
I hate it.
Greg hates your Summerween.
I hate it. Quit commandeering everything.
Yes.
Well, I was saying in our neighborhood, we already have here at the beginning of September, there's already the giant skeletons out.
Yep.
There's a house that we have that they started off with one giant skeleton. Well, that's not enough. Then last year they had the giant skeleton and the regular size skeletons around.
Well, you got to add on.
Well, and then this year, now there's the second giant skeleton, and the two giant skeletons are like walking a giant skeleton dog plus the normal sized skeleton. It's like, when does it end? That's my thing. It's like beginning of September.
Well, I even saw some stuff out in August.
We're like 2 months away from Halloween.
Yeah, I saw a giant skeleton when I was doing some work down around St. Louis. They had a house out in the country. I was driving. They had a giant skeleton. I didn't get a picture of it, but I saw what it was, and I took a screenshot of the actual product. They had a giant skeleton, like the 9-foot or 12-foot one or whatever tall it is, walking a giant skeleton rooster, which I don't get. The rooster was like, 4 foot, 5 foot tall.
Somebody in Washington should have that. You guys got the chicken problem over there.
But I was like, what is this? And then just today, I was going home, and I had to turn a block before I normally do because they were doing some road constructions. And when I turned, I know. In Illinois, what? If you can find a road that's not under construction, you're doing good.
Never happens.
But the house on the corner, I looked, they got a ton of skeletons out. Now, fairness, I don't really pay attention to that house that way. Maybe they have them out all year round. Because they were like doing yard work. They had like the wheelbarrow and a shovel. And I mean, they had when I say
were
big
they big
ones,
skeletons?
Well, but they were like 5-foot ones. And then they had some real
So those are
ones.
probably real people that died while they were doing yard work.
Might have been.
That's how I feel doing yard work sometimes.
I feel like that all the time anymore.
Mid-July, I'm melting off the bone.
But yeah.
Now I know how they're made at least.
They had all of them out. I'm just like, I like, again, I like rules though. I like lists. I like things a certain way. I don't want you just putting the skeleton out there and then we're just going to leave it and just decorate him all year out. No, that's laziness. Take him down and put up other decorations.
Well, and this is the equivalent of the keeping your Christmas lights up till April.
Yes.
Or the whole year.
Oh, well, I was going to say, to me, it's still even tacky when I can see your giant Christmas bulbs on your...
Nobody wants to see your giant Christmas bulb.
No.
Nobody.
Believe me.
No.
But it's like you still see them out even though they're not on. It's like just...
Especially in your thong.
Well.
I can see your giant Christmas bulbs. It's Summerween.
Sorry, my bib doesn't go down that far.
If you got your big toe, you can raise it up and you can protect yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, you were saying...
No, it's like it's becoming the new keeping your Christmas lights up.
It is.
Until,
yeah.
And I don't like it.
Leave it all up.
Not at all. All right. That was it for me for Summerween.
I don't like it.
I don't either. So real quick, I think you said you had a couple things, little bit of an addendum to a gripe that we've had about fairs.
Well, we had talked about the fairs last week, and I forgot to mention that
it's unfair.
Inflation is insane. I get it. I get why, Doug and I kind of talked about that a little bit about, why, the price is going up and stuff, but they're getting, we always buy a strip of tickets for each one of our grandkids for the Pumpkin Festival. And so it's a strip of 10. Each ride is 1 or 2 tickets. So if they do the 2-ticket ones, you're talking 5 rides. What do you think it is for a strip of 10 tickets now?
10 tickets so you get 5 rides?
5 rides or 10 if it's a 1-ticket ride, which some of the little kid ones are. You have a guess what?
$20.
$20?
See, I think I cheated. I think I know the answer.
You know the answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in the 30s?
I was going to say 35.
Okay. The everyday price is 35. If you pre-buy them, you get them for 32 for 10 tickets. So basically $3.20 a ride. If it's 1 ticket, if it's 2 tickets, $6.40 for a ride.
It's not worth it.
No. That's
if
ridiculous.
you only buy 1 ticket at a time, it's $4. So if you go on a 2-ticket ride, $8 for one ride that lasts, 3.5, 4 minutes?
That was hastily put up on Tuesday by some guy that was probably, still buzzed from the night before.
So I don't know. It's just ridiculous what ticket prices are getting to be.
Just have to cut the grandkids down and say, "Oh, sorry, I don't have enough for everybody."
That's kind of our,
or sell one of your cars.
Well, we're gonna have to. We're adding grandkids.
You got a finance tent for your ticket. We finance now. Oh,
well, it used to be we would get them
come in. How many tickets you want? Well, I need 40 tickets. All right. Well, we got the loan officer's going to talk. We got several plans.
Or you can mow my lawn this summer.
That's a lot of mowing. Because if you got a bunch of kids, you got 4 or 5 kids, $35 times 5.
Yeah,
4. It's like
you're over $100 just for tickets
to go on some crappy rides.
Yeah.
It's like, that's ridiculous.
And normally, when we only had the 2 grandkids, we would get them tickets and we would get them a festival T-shirt. Well, as you start adding more grandkids and more bumped up prices,
well, that's what happens. Things get bumped down.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yep, it is.
Let's see.
Did you have anything else, or was that?
Well, it's funny. I was looking up some other local festivals, and I did find one that was kind of interesting.
Okay.
We might have mentioned this one in a previous year. I don't remember, and it's not this one. Oh no, where'd it go?
Well, I just can't wait while Greg's finding that. I can't wait when you walk down here at the Morton Pumpkin Festival. They have the Carney Row where they've got the little the Wyndham games, the dart throws and the shooting games and ring toss on the goldfish. Oh man, I can't wait for the day we're pumping Walmart radio down the Carney Row.
No, there. That would be you've made it.
Oh, that's when
if you're pumping out Walmart radio at the carnival.
That's peak society.
It is.
Carney Row. It doesn't get much better than that.
It does not.
As you spend $5 for goldfish.
Oh, well, I can't find the one that I had brought up here.
Oh, well.
But it was called the Sodbuster Festival.
Sodbusters.
And one of the events they had was the backseat driver contest. So Lori and I have been practicing for that one for years, but it's on a tractor. The driver's blindfolded, and the backseat driver has to navigate them around various things. But I was thinking, Lori and I could do that one.
Yeah,
she's backseat drives me. Normally it's with when I'm about to hit something. Or,
tell me when a vehicle pulled out in front of me, or the light turns green. Are you going to slow down? I was like, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I know. That's the joke. I tell my wife, and my mom will do this to me. It's like, I don't know how I drive around all week without you guys in the car. And that's when my wife says, I don't know how you do it either.
Or when the brake lights.
The imaginary brake, like the driver's ed brake on the passenger side.
Or when the brake lights come on 200 yards ahead of you, you got to start stopping.
Yeah. Like I see it. All right. Anything else, or was that it?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, that is going to wrap up this week's show. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you take a breath, relax. Things are going to be okay. We hope you're having a great fall. We hope you enjoyed Summerween. If you celebrated Summerween, drop us a line, DM us.
Yeah. Put a
comment
picture
on
out there.
put a picture of it. Send us pictures of your Summerween. And we hope you have a great week, and I hope you're tuning in 7 days. Until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace. I was trying to find a line about Johnsonville or something in there. I couldn't find it.
Summerween brought to you by Johnsonville. Yeah. Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.